So the biggest difference between the tour player and the everyday golfer is their contact, their quality of strike at impact. If you're struggling with your ball striking, this video is really going to help. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Danny Malcolm, and today I'm here at the beautiful Western Australian Golf Club here in Perth, Western Australia. And today I've got a video for you all about impact to help you improve your contact, your quality of strike with your irons. So the everyday golfer really tends to struggle with this, hitting fat shots, thin shots, whereas the professional golfer or the tour player, very rarely will they misstrike one. Yes, they might hit one occasionally out of the toe, they might have the occasional shank, which you see now and again on TV on the bloopers reel, but it's very rare, and very rarely would they hit real fats or real thins that go flying through the green. Now this is something that most everyday golfers that I see on a daily basis are wanting to improve. They're wanting to improve their ball striking consistency, their distance consistency. So if you can improve the quality of your strike, it's really going to help. So firstly what I say to my players is, from your normal setup position, I'll say to a player, okay, can you put yourself in what would be an ideal impact position? And almost every single time they put themselves in a wonderful tour player impact position, which will be, they'll have their body opening to the target, they'll have their chest down and opening slightly to the target, they'll have a nice little bit of forward shaft lean, they'll have a pressure on their lead side. Very rarely would I see anything other than that. You don't see a player putting themselves into impact and being pelvis forward, stood up, hands back here, weight hanging back. Yet that's something that most everyday golfers will present when they come in for a lesson. So I think this is going to be a wonderful session, and that's something that most everyday golfers will struggle with. They struggle with ball turf contact, because let's think, when you're trying to strike an iron, to get that ball up in the air, we actually want to be hitting down, so you want to hit the ball turf, take the divot after the ball, whereas most everyday golfers are trying to help it up. They'll have a shallower angle of attack into the ball. They'll often hit the ground before in an effort to try and help it up, or they'll hit it thin and it'll go flying through the green. So what causes that? Well, if you think, as most everyday golfers come into the ball, they tend to get their pelvis working towards the ball, and then if the pelvis is working towards the ball, their upper body's got to move backwards, and now from here the biggest power source of their body, low body, upper body, starts to stop. It has to slow down in order for the club head to catch up, and then we'll get that flip through the ball, and often again coming in quite shallow to the ball. Very difficult to control quality of the strike, and very difficult to control direction of the shot. Now, without worrying about direction for a minute, I think if most players can just improve the quality and the consistency of their ball striking, then they're going to be pin high more often, and then you can really start to work on that direction. So here's a wonderful impact fix drill that I got from Dave Phillips, who's TPI and who coaches John Rahm. A wonderful drill here where what I'll do is get a player to literally get into impact from a setup position. So let's set up, put ourselves into impact there, and from here just make some swings through to a full finish. So from here it's bang, straight through to a full finish at nice speed. Back into setup, put yourself into impact there, and straight through into a full finish. And that'll start to get your momentum moving forward, get you feeling where you need to be at impact. What you can also see from this view here is, once you take your setup, if I was to then tell someone to get into an impact position and I put a club or an alignment rod there, you tend to see the better players will also notice how they keep their pelvis back of that stick. They're keeping their pelvis underneath, so they're not moving it forward. Standing up, weight falling back. So it's a key power source here. If we can keep that back and opening, then that's really going to help us cover the ball, get on top of it, that nice compression through the shot. So you can then take that drill a step further, and you can actually go into a shot where you set up, go into impact, and from here we're going to hit a shot straight from here and actually hit a golf shot. So from here we're going to make a backswing through and through. So that's just a wonderful Wonderful drill there to get the feeling of where you want to be at impact. So we'll do that again. So take our setup position, put ourselves into impact there, and from here we're going to make a backswing and through. And you notice how that just helps me get the feeling of that impact position. Ball turf, my divot's coming just after the ball there, which is ideal. Now for those that are trying to help hit up, and you notice if they're hitting behind the ball or catching it thin, then here's a great drill, the good old towel drill, or you can use an alignment rod for this. I think a towel's a little bit safer. So just grab your golf towel and place that about 6 inches behind your golf ball, like so. And what that's going to do is just give you that feedback of your angle of attack. So if you think of a plane coming in to land on a runway, plane's coming in from here. Now you don't want it to be coming in, landing in so flat that it actually misses the runway and falls short of the runway and crashes. Nor do you want it to be coming in super steep, but you just want it to come in nicely at this angle so you can get that ball turf strike. If you're coming in too flat, which most players are, too shallow, then you're going to hit the towel. So just a wonderful drill. And again, you can just go to some normal swings here, and the focus is to miss that towel. There, so that's a nice ball turf contact. Didn't take much of a divot, but it was still a nice contact. So that's a wonderful drill there. And another little visualization I like to give players when we're working off the grass is you can actually get an alignment rod or a shaft and place it. Now I got this one from Claude Harmon, a wonderful drill here that you can start to visualize where the golf club needs to come down, as I said before, that little bit steeper. And you can go for a bit of an extreme feel here because most players are getting too flat. So from here you can start to visualize where you need to be in order for that club to come in at a steeper angle of attack into the ball. So you notice to do that, I've got to get my pressure forward and I've got to get myself into a position where we were before doing the impact fix drill. So let's put that one together. So here we go. So I'm going to put it all together, get myself into impact to the top and through. That's probably my best strike of all 4 of those shots. Very nice. Lovely divot there. Missed the towel, came down a bit steeper. So there is just a wonderful idea and a wonderful drill there just to feel where you need to be at impact, and a couple of exercises you can do to improve that. But that is the biggest difference I see between the professional golfer, the tour player, and most everyday golfers that I see. So if you can work on that impact fix feel, really get the feeling of where you need to be, along with the towel drill or some feedback device like that, is really going to improve your ball striking. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. If you did like the content, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Lots more great content to come. And also, if you're interested in some personalized remote online coaching, then please click the button below. I'll be very happy to help you out, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Thanks again for watching, and see you on the next video.